Alright, welcome. Today we're going to learn how to make the Eye of Horus with a stencil plus kind of a fiery explosion coming out from underneath the eye. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to lay some white down where the eye is and where the planet is. For the planet, just a little bit of orange on top of that and brush over it with some newspaper. Now to make the pupil of the eye, we'll need a stencil with a circle cut out and go right around the edges with a little bit of dark black and then a little bit of blue, and you can reinforce the center with a little bit of white and put a little bit of that blue. That's a transparent blue. You can use a transparent blue or a metallic blue or a color place blue for that. Then on the shape of the eye, we're going to outline a little bit with our transparent blue and put some black on the edge of the planet. Okay, so that's part of my stencil for the Eye of Horus, and I'm going to put it over the pupil in the center, and around that I'm going to put some white. And then around that I'm going to put some yellow. And then on top of a piece of newspaper that I've got there, I put a little yellow and I put a little orange, and I'm just pulling out from the center, creating flames, pulling out from where that white is out towards the edge. A little bit of orange, a little bit of yellow, pull out, just go all the way around the eye. And if it slips, you just put it back. Make sure your eye is dry before you put that stencil on it. If it's a humid day, you may need to wait a little bit. So just keep pulling it out until you like the way it looks. Until it looks kind of a little bit smooth. There's still lots we're going to do to it, but you want to make it look nice as you can each step. And then you can use your fingers to spread it out a little bit if it needs it. Smooth it out. Being careful of where that planet is. Not to get too much paint up against the edge of that can, and just pull it out from the center. And since we're working on black paper, all around the edges is going to be black. If you are working on white paper, just paint around the edges black before you start and let it dry. Then around that stencil in the middle, we're going to put a little white and a little yellow. Now this is my transparent red, my Molotov transparent red, but you can use a metallic red or a color place red to do this. So we're going to give the flames a little bit more fire by spraying that transparent red all around the edges. And then we could use a little bit of black shading anywhere we want it to be a little bit darker on the edges of that flame burst. That is a Molotov transparent black, but you could use a color place black. Alright, so I'm just putting a little light behind my planet, little yellow and white light, and I let this dry, and then I put my stencil, which I've cut out of the Eye of Horus, on top of it. And I'm using a paintbrush here, but you can use a pen or whatever you got. You just press down any places where that stencil isn't quite flat on the paper. Make sure that you press it down. You can put little coins on this, or anything that's going to weigh it down. You don't want paint getting underneath the edges. You want a nice, steady, strong stencil. And there's our eye. And I'm just using a little bit of transparent blue or a metallic blue to shade in the edges of that eye. And now I'm going to put a little bit of lights in the center of the eye by spraying through my CD and through a piece of poster board with little holes in it. And I can put some little ornaments around by spraying some color and then spraying some white on top of it. And behind my planet I'll put a little bit of transparent blue to give it that contrast. And I think I'll put some more white lights in the center of that eye so it's a little more snazzy. And I can, any details that I feel need to be firmed up, I can use my poster board and curve it with my hand to add those details, whether it be in the pupil or along the edges. And I'm adding a few more lights so it's really bright. And there you have it. The Eye of Horus. Pretty easy to do. Go online and find a picture of the Eye of Horus and you can cut out the stencil from that. I hope you've enjoyed this and hope you give it a try. And come check out spraypaintartsecrets.com to learn some really, really cool stuff that you can learn to do. You can learn to speed paint. See you inside.